Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Braid by Scojo. This is a puzzle that as soon as I saw the puzzle, I knew what the trick was going to be. So I've gotten something a bit ready. So a couple of things I want to call out. First of all, I'm back from my break. Haven't even looked at a puzzle in a week, and it's been kind of nice having the break, but I'm looking forward to getting back into some puzzles. But there's a couple of things I need to sort of catch up on. So I know everything is still a bit slow. You haven't seen a break in content, but it's been a bit rough. So, yeah, while I was away, the Modular Dutch Workshop pack by Rockrat Zero was released, and I'm hoping everyone is engaging with that because, please send in solution codes for that one. Row 3 of the Sudoku for everyone who sends in in solution codes of at least 3 puzzles by the end of October. Rockrat Zero and I will each be donating 50 cents independently to different charities. All of the details will be below, but rather than give away prizes this time of like a $10 pack, I thought it would be much nicer for us to contribute more to a charity. And Rockrat Zero was more, when I said that's what I was going to do, Rockrat Zero wanted to jump in as well. So thank you for that. So we'll see how that one goes. Already received a couple of people's codes. So yeah, that's good. What else is going on? I've no idea. I have just I've been back a day and I have spent most of that day recovering from a very busy holiday. So let's have a look at this puzzle. Now, Braid by Scojo. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. I've got a new gaming mat, and obviously my mouse doesn't like it. I might pause the video and get rid of my new gaming mat. I went to a big gaming convention, and one of the things was a nice, big, beautiful gaming mat that was a giveaway. But I don't think it's actually working for my desk. So, so in every box, row, and column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We've got these purple lines, which are Renban lines, and these must contain a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So basically, the digits on these lines, they're like extra regions, but the little digits on those regions must be consecutive. So once we put a 1 onto one of these lines, so for example, if this was a 1, we would know all of these other digits would have to be from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it's a 7-cell line. If we were to put an 8 on the line, we would not be able to fill up the gaps because all of the digits, if you were to take them off and sort them, would be a run of digits. That's how Renban lines work, and the same is true for all of the lines. And along Thermos, digits must increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this. They're the rules in this puzzle. And there's a trick I could immediately see while loading this up. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer, and let's give this a shot. Now, these lines here are doing a lot, because we know that these cells here, and the same is true here, but it's more obvious here. These cells here, these 3 cells, they must exist in, so these 3 cells in box 3 must exist in these cells. I'm going to pause the video so I can get rid of this mat. It's a beautiful mat, but it's just not working. Maybe I need to adjust my mouse settings or something, but I'm not going to do that while I'm recording. I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so I'm back. It's only taken me a couple of seconds to dump it, but, much better. So, anyway, we know that these 3 cells must exist somewhere in box 6. Now, each of these is 3 different cells, but we know that this cell must appear somewhere in here, this cell must appear somewhere in here, and this cell must appear somewhere in here. But they share the same property of being in the same column. So we can treat these as a set of 3 digits. Now, any of these 3 digits cannot exist in those 3 cells. So we can't put any of those 3 into these because they would repeat in the same column. We also can't put any of those 3 digits into those 3 because you cannot repeat digits on a Renban line. So these digits here, these 3 digits cannot appear in those 3 cells or those 3 cells, but that's 6 out of 9 cells in box 6 that cannot contain any of these 3 digits. So these 3 cells here must be the yellow cells because they're the only that cell can't appear in any of those. That cell can't appear in any of those. That cell can't appear in any of those. So these three cells are 3 out of 9, and the only 3 out of 9 that could take them in box 6 is here. Now we know, because these are basically 3 different cells that are the same, we can't put any of the 3 yellow cells there because they're seen by those, and we can't put any of the 3 yellow cells here because they're seen by these. But we need to put those 3 cells somewhere in these 9, so they have to go here. And this causes an effect called roping. As soon as you've got 2 of runs of 3 like this, you get a thing called roping. And why is it called roping? Well, if you get a braided rope, and this is why I think this is called braid, and this is a braided rope. I don't know how well you can see it. A braided rope is often made of 3 strands that, when you look at it, you've got this spiral effect in the rope, which I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up or not. I'm hoping it is, but you've got this braided effect on the rope. But if you untwist the rope, you can see that it's just 3 strands of rope. I'm trying to... It's very hard to untwist a rope that has been braided very well. So you've got these 3 strips of rope, but as the rope is braided to give it its proper strength and its proper thing, you get this, you can see how it wraps around itself, and you'll see why it's called roping after you see the next stage, because I want to continue this trend. Now, I could have done it from this thermo, but I'm just going to continue it ignoring the thermo, just by asking, where do these 3 cells, let's call them green, where do these 3 cells now go in box 6? Because they can't repeat in the same column, and these 3 cells we know are yellow, and yellow isn't green. So these 3 cells must go here. And now I ask, where does green go in box 9? Well, they're not yellow, and they can't appear in the same column because these 3 cells are not in those 3, so they must go there. And then I have these 3 cells, let's call them blue. The only place left for blue in these boxes are in those. And as you can see, if these were 3 different colors of if those 3 strands were different colors, you would see that effect. You would see that those strands would wrap around each other the way that seems to have a coil. Blue is spiraling, yellow is spiraling, and green is spiraling around that coil. And I believe that's why it's called roping. But we know that these are the 3 same digits, these are the 3 same digits, and these are the 3 same digits. Now, we have the same effect happening here. Sorry about that, everyone. First day back from leave is also first day back at work, and there's a big pile of work, and I got an urgent call. So anyway, what I was saying is the roping that's happening in this third stack, stacks are groups of boxes, and this is the third stack, because this is a stack of boxes 1, 4, 7, this is a stack of boxes 2, 5, and 8, and this is a stack of boxes 3, 6, 9. In this middle stack of boxes, stacked vertically, we've got the same effect. So let's use different colors. Let's use orange here. This is going to be a run of 3 digits, and those 3 digits cannot repeat here, and they cannot repeat on the same line. So this is going to be, this is going to be orange here, because again, they can't repeat in those. And now I can't put orange in any of those, so the 3 orange cells are going to go here. And now I can pick any of these. Let's pick this one, actually. This will be better. Let's make this purple. Purple can't be here or here, so this is going to have to be the purple cells. And now down in the bottom, I can't put purple isn't orange, can't put purple in those 3, so this is going to be purple. And now I'll use the remaining cells have to be just different, and those 3 cells are going to be something else. Let's use dark green. So they're the flow I get. Now, the question I have now is, how do I want to proceed from here? Because I don't seem to have anything to allow me to do anything really obvious in these. Like, I can see that these are going to be lower than, like, these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I've got digits higher than them here. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is from 6, 7, 8, 9. But that's not doing much. Huh. Like, the Renban lines are going to have some pressure from something. Like, these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And orange has to have two cells. Like this is a 987654. So these two orange cells, this cell here is from 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is from 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if this was 6, this would be 7, 8, 9 and broken. So these cells here have to have, there is definitely something up with my mouse. These cells here have to have two cells from, well, has to have something from 1, 2, 3, 4. So even if it was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I can't put a 9 in green. The maximum I can put in these is 6. So does that mean I can never put a 9 in purple? If I was to put a 9 in purple, no, because these don't have to be sequential. So this has to contain 2 of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So even if this is 4, 5 up here, the two highest digits, I'm really not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, yes I am. These can't be from 1, 2, 3. Sorry, these can't be from 1, 2, 3 because there's 3 digits lower. So this is from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These can't be from 1, 2, 3 because there's 3 digits lower. So this is from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and therefore these are 1, 2, 3. If these are 1, 2, 3, then these are 4, 5, 6 because once you've got 1 on a line, the line must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So orange is 4, 5, 6. So that's the 4, that's the 5, that's a 6, that's a 7, that's an 8, and that's a 9. There is a 9 in purple. If there's a 9 in purple, it can't be partway along a thermo, so that becomes the 9. This is 4, 5, 6. Wow, I'm really having selection problems. And as I'm having setting problems with things not displaying. There's been an update to Chrome, which is just breaking everything, and I'm not sure if my mouse problems earlier with that. So this is 4, 5, 6. And I'm not sure if the mouse problems were after I was trying to move away, after I paused. I really don't know what's going on here. So anyway, so these are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Green is 1, 2, 3. And on this one, I know the order because it's on a thermo. These are 1, 2, 3. Why is it skipping when I'm trying to select? So these are from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As are all of these, but I'm not sure what that's doing yet. Now, these could be 1, 2, 3. And in fact, I'm not sure these have to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Like these are from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 without repeats, but I got that from the roping. Now this can't be 9, this can't be 9, this can't be 8, these can't be 4, and that one can't be 5. Because of the thermo. Similarly, these can't be 9. That one can't be 8. This one can't be 4 or 5, and that one can't be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8 in here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, but it can't be, what, no 9, and it can't be 3 or 8. So this is 1, 2, or 7. So these are just 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. Now there's no 7 in those, or 2, and there's no 1 in those. Now this thermo, though, is breaking things, because of course, it's this thermo. What am I even thinking about? There's no 4, 5, 6 in here. This has to be 8 and 7 because 1, 2, 3, the minimum here is 4. So this is the 7 and 8. There is no 7, there's no 8, there's no 7, 8. This is the 1, 2, 3, which means this is 1, 2, 3, and I know the order. 1, 2, 3, which means this is not 1, this is not 2, this is not 3. This is now 7, 8, 9. There is a 7, 8 up here. These are 1, 2, 3, and I know the order because they're on a thermo. There's no 1 here, there's no 2 here, there's no 3 here. Now, On this thermo, if it starts at 1, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there must be a 7 on this. And if it goes down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So 3 through 7 must appear on this line. 7 can't appear in any of those. So 7 is in one of those two. And 6 is in one of those two. 6 and 7 must appear on this line, but I can't put 6 in either of those two, or 7, or in any of those three, because they're either seen in the box or column. So these are 6, 7. Because if I start at 9 and go down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6 and 7 is in there. And if I start 1 and go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 and 7 must be in those two cells, which is interesting. Now I need to put a 5. I don't need to put an 8 on the line. In fact, I can't put an 8 on the line. I can't put an 8 in any of those cells. So this is 1 through 7. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repeating. There is no 2 there. There is no 2 there. So we know the 2 is in here. There's no 4 there. Not sure about the rest. There's no 3 there. There's no 2 there. There's no 1 there. There's no 7 or 8 there. There's no 6 or 7 there. I'm just scanning badly. I'm out of practice. That happens. You've got to keep your practice up. This thermo could do some interesting stuff, but I haven't figured it out yet. As could this one. Well, there's a 9 on this thermo, because I'm not putting a 9 on this line, and there's no 9 partway along a thermo. So that's a 9, which means that's an 8. This is not 6 or 7 anymore, because it's got to be lower than that. So this is 4 or 5. There's an 8 in yellow, so there's no 8 up here. There is absolutely an 8 in yellow. So if there's... It's not actually doing anything. There's no 8 down here. There's an 8 in one of those two, because if this is 8, this would go 9, 10, and that's broken. 8, 7, 6. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 without a 2, because we know the 2 is on here. And this can't be 1 or 2, so this is 3, 4, or 5. Where is 9 in this row? That has to be the 9. So 9 is in blue, which makes sense. So 9 is at the end of that thermo. 9 is in one of those two because it can't be partway along a thermo. But we knew that this Renban was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as soon as this was 1, 2, 3. So it's not actually telling us that much. I'm probably missing some really important key logic here. Like, I probably could have used the shape of these Renbans to determine these had to be extreme. Actually, I could have, but I didn't. Oh well. This is a minimum of 4. So it's 4, 5, or 7, because it can't be 6. 5, 6, or 7, because it can't be 8. And 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not... It can't be 8, because it... Yeah. I'm doing this wrong. There's no 3 here, because of that. Where's 7 in this row? Yeah, this is just a 7. So 7 is in blue. So 7 is in one of those two. And if this is a 7, that can't be an 8. This could never be a 7. This is a 7. There we go. So 7 is in blue as well. So this is not 7. This is 4 or 5. So these are from 4, 5, 6, and 8. 7 and 9 are in blue. 9 is, oh, this is just 9 by Sudoku because I can't put 9 in any of the, wow, this selection has gone terrible. Can't put 9 in any of those. 9 is now in one of those two, which means where do I put 9 in this row? I can't put 9 in any of those because of the 9s looking down. Can't put 9 in those two because of the thermos, and I can't put 9 in any of those because of the stuff looking down. That is the 9. This is a 7-8 pair. I still feel I'm missing something incredibly important. Like that 7 looking across, making that the 8 and that the 7, isn't actually doing that much. This could be anything according to the thermo. This is 4, 5, or 6. Except it's not 6. This is not 6. So the 4, 5 pair takes 4, 5 out of there. This is 2 or 3. This Renban is going to do a lot. There's almost certainly something going on with like these digits. Where do they appear? Or where do these digits appear in the boxes? Because they can't appear in their column or on the line, but they're still giving a bit of freedom. Eight. 7 is in one of those two. There's no 6 there because that can't be 6. So now we know 6 is not in blue. So there's no 6 down here. So 6 is in yellow. Right, there's no 6 in blue, there's no 6 in green. 6 is in yellow, which means that's a 6. There is absolutely a 6 in yellow, and that's not the 6. So this is a 6-8 pair. That's interesting, maybe. So this is a 6, 7, 8 triple, which means that is the 9. And we need to put a, so there is a 7 in one of those two. So this is from 4, 5, or 7. This is not the 9 anymore. This is the 9. And that's all of the 9s done. So this is 4, 5, 6, 8. There's no 8 there. Huh. That 6 takes 6 out of there, which makes this 6. My scanning is for pot today. There's something going on here, I'm sure. If this is 5, 4, this becomes 7. This becomes 5. This becomes 5. This becomes 4. And that all works, I think. Because if this becomes 5, 7, 4, 4, 4, 5. And I think that all works as well. Okay, so it's over here somewhere. There's something about the shape of this line that's going to do it. And it's probably roping and I'm just not seeing how to do it. 2. No. Because these are all from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is from 1, 2, 4, because it can't be 3 or 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not it. I've lost this. Whatever these two digits are these two digits. So if this is 4, 5, for example, I couldn't put 4, 5 in here, and these would have to be 4, 5. So if this is 4, 5, is that broken? I don't see. So these two digits are these two digits. So if I put a 4 here, there's a 4 here, and the other digit goes down here. But I don't see a problem with that. Okay, back again. Now, two things went wrong. First one is I got completely stuck at this point of the puzzle and I was lost for about 10 minutes. And I did eventually sort of find something, but as I was trying to figure it through it, work rang again. My work computer is just over there and everything kind of just fell apart. And what I've done is I'm trying to present the puzzle well. So I'm going to go back and explore the thing I just found. I didn't finish my thought before work called, so I'm kind of coming at this again. But I'm gone to the bit where I started exploring and then I went off on a wrong tangent and everything. So the thing I found was around these two cells, because everything that's going on at the moment in this puzzle is around this Renban and around these two. Now, I did notice that these two cells here have to be these cells here because they have to appear on this Renban because this Renban is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they can't appear in those three cells because basically where do these cells appear on, these cells have to appear on this Renban somewhere because of the nature of the Renban and they're not in any of those cells. So these two cells are these two cells and I'm going to color them dark blue. Now, if this is 4, this is 5, and I think the puzzle is broken because this can't be a 4. So this would be the 4 and this would be the 5. So I would have a 4 here and a 4 here. So a 4 here and a 4 here. Now, where would I put 4 in box 7? And this is the thing I was exploring when work called, because 4 in box 9 is in one of those two cells. So I couldn't put 4 down here. I can't put 4 in those because of that 4. And if I had 4 here and here, I couldn't put 4 in any of those cells. So I couldn't put 4 in box 7. So if this is a 4, this is a 4 to have one on the Renban, and the whole thing is broken. So this has to be a 1. Which means there's no 1 in any of those. There has to be a 1 in one of these. So none of these are 1. This is now a 2. This is a 3 and this is a 1. That 2 means this is not the 2, which means this is the 2. This is a 4 or a 5. There is a 3 in one of these two. There's something about the Chrome update that's just happened, or Sudoku Pad. As I think, I'm not sure if it's come through. As you can see, all of these controls are missing, and I'm getting errors all over the place on Sudoku Pad, and something really weird is going on. I'm going to have to investigate this after I finish recording. Anyway, so there is a 1 in one of these two, and 4 on the... Oh, no, I'm not sure about that. I was hoping that would do more. It's got to do more, doesn't it? But 4 is in one of these two. So if this is a 4, this is a... Right, this can't be a 4. Because if this is a 4, this is a 4. Because I can't put 4 in any of those, and I can't put 4 in any of those, and I can't put 4 there. So if this is a 4, this is not the 4, and this is the 4. And now I can't put 4 anywhere on the Renban, because this one sees both of those, this one sees both of those, and there's no 4 on the Renban, and a 7-cell long Renban must have a 4 on it. So this is not a 4, which means there's a 4 in one of those two, which means this is not a 4. There's a weird push and pull going on here. Now, if this is I don't seem to have the same pressure with 3 or 5. At least not that I can see. But I can now ask, where is 1 in this row? Because I can't put 1 there. I can't put 1 in any of those, because this can't be 1 on the Renban, and this can't be a 1 because of the 1 in the column. The 1 in this box is known. I can't put 1 in those because of the roping. So this is the 1, so this is the 3, so this is the 2. That takes 3 out of that one. The 1 in this row, this is now a 1, because where is the 1 in this row? It's in one of those two, but that one sees that one. So this is the 1. So this is not the 1. This is the 3 or the 5. This is 4, 5, or 6 for the row. This is absolutely crazy. It's weird. Okay, so we know that those are the same cell. That's been done. So now we know that these are the same cell and have to be that cell, because this is 3 or 5 and has to appear up here, and it's not 6 or 7. So this cell right here is 3 or 5. So does that mean 8 is in one of those two? Yes, it does. 8 is in one of those two, because I can't put 8 in any of those. So 8 is in one of those two, which doesn't help me. Except this is a 3, 4, 5 triple. So this is 1, 8, isn't it? Yeah, this is 1, 8. And that 1 is telling me that's the 8 and that's the 1, which tells me that's the 7 and that's the 8, which tells me that's the 6 and that's the 8. The 6 looks back, making that the 7 and that the 6. It takes 6 out of both of those. This is a 4, 5 pair, making that the 8, which takes 8 out of there. All I know is there's a 6 in here, which I already knew from the roping. How is this roping not resolved yet? This 2 takes 2 out of here. This is a 3, 4, 5, 6 triple. So this is a quadruple. So that's the 8. This is not the 8. That has to be the 7 now, doesn't it? Yeah, 2, 4, 5. This is a 4, 5 pair. That's the 2. That's the 7. Wait, oh, there's no 6 here because of that 6. That 2 looks down, making that the 4, which looks up saying that's not the 4. This is a 3, 5 pair, so this is the 4. There's no 4 in either of those. This is not a 4. Got to put a 2 in here. So there's a 2 in one of those two. Got to put a 6 in one of those. The 6 is right here. Wait. This 1 makes this 3, which makes this 5, which makes this 5, which makes this 5, which makes this 3. I'm now done with the dark blue. In fact, I'm probably done with the roping, but I'll keep it there because it's the theme. The 5 looks down, making that 4 and that 3. These are now 1, 2, and 3. I'll use that 3 to make that 2 and that 3. The lag on the mouse is terrible. This is 1. The 3 makes that 2. Probably had that age when I put the 3 in, but that wasn't that long ago. The 5 here makes this the 7. So this is not the 7. This is a 4, 5 pair. something will break this open in a minute. 4, 5. That 5 makes that the 4 and that the 5, which makes that the 4 and that the 5, which makes that the 4, which takes 4 out of those. That's a 5, 6 pair. That 4 makes that the 5, that the 6, that the 4. The 6 looks across, making that the 5 and that the 6. So 5, 6, 5, and 8. This is the 5 and this is the 4, which I could have done by Sudoku. And that is the correct solution. Now, 5324, that is, I've no idea what's happened with the timer on this one. I had to take 2 technical calls. I have no idea what the duration of the calls were, but I did try and pause the puzzle. It's not coming up with how many people have solved the puzzle, and I'm not sure if that's part of the bug I've got where things aren't responding correctly. I really don't know what's going on. The fact that Sudoku Pad is not giving me any of the option pop-ups or anything, I just don't know what's going on. This is very, very weird, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff to try and figure out. But I didn't want to. I had enough interruptions on the flow of the puzzle for me to do. I wanted to present the puzzle. That's the important bit. I'm going to go deal with all the nightmares if I can. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Yeah, losing my flow from taking a break, but I needed the break. Trust me, I needed the break. I kind of really tempted to take another one. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. I'm sorry I got so flustered in the middle there, and I'm sorry it was nowhere near the best presentation I've ever done. Sorry about that, Scojo. Yeah, as always, good luck with your solving.